You know what? Sometimes I get to a point where I'm so agitated, I'm so nervous, or I'm so anxious that I just feel like I don't want to sit still. I just want to do something, or that my mind is racing so much that it might be I've fallen into a pattern of worrying about something, or of doubt, or fear, of a negative cycle of thought. And no amount of watching a video, or listening to music, or talking to people about it, or meditating, like I just don't want to do those things, and you just feel like if you've ever felt like that and you want a quick and easy technique that you can use anywhere, anytime, for free, keep watching this video. What's going on, people? This is Keshav and you are watching Revolution Hive. So today I wanted to talk to you about this idea that I came up with whilst I was meditating over Christmas. One of the things that I noticed was it's difficult when you're meditating to sit still. And sometimes I would have a meditation sitting which was completely peaceful, and I'd come out of it and feel really calm and relaxed, and it was a beautiful experience. And other times I'd get to the end of the day and I'd just feel agitated, and bearing in mind when I did this, if you've not heard me talk about it already, this meditation was in complete silence. I wasn't talking to anyone. There was no distractions, so no phones, no TV, no music, none of those things. And when you take those distractions away, what happens is you're just left with you, that you really have to face up with the man in the mirror. And it's like staring at yourself really intensely, that all those thoughts that you have, negative and positive, constructive and destructive, are amplified because you're not distracted by anything. You're not focusing on other things. Even the silence of not speaking to people, you notice a lot more things and you can't react. But also you have to go into your head a lot more, and you're more conscious of your thoughts. And like I said, sometimes I would get to these points where I just needed to move and I didn't want to meditate, and my mind was anxious and nervous. And here's what I realized. Take your mind for a walk, just like a dog. When I got into those situations, what I found most useful was, just like, if you imagine that your mind is like a monkey, that your thoughts, even as you're watching this video, I guarantee you, some of you have lost you already, and I see that in the statistics. Even as you're watching this video, even as you're revising, as you're doing any task, your mind goes from thought to thought. So 1 second you might be thinking about, what should I have for breakfast? And then you're thinking about, I really hated what that person said to me the other day. I should have said this. That would have been a great response. And then you're thinking about something else. And then you're thinking about something. And like that, your mind is like a monkey in that it jumps from branch to branch. And now if you add in things like alcohol, drugs, negative influences in your environment, stress, etc., etc., what you're doing is you're making that monkey blind and drunk. So it's not only jumping from branch to branch, but it's doing it really chaotically and erratically. It's not even hanging onto those branches properly. So you can see there that the influence of these external things on your mind. Now, when you're in that state and you're in that situation, how do you get out of it? Because you might not instantly feel like I want to meditate, though that might be the solution. So what I used to do is take my mind for a walk, and I would focus on walking as far as possible, even in a circle. When I went to this meditation retreat, it was actually at a center. The first time I did it, there wasn't that much space to go around for a long walk, but there was just a small, like a garden, and I just walk around over and over again. And just by doing that, I'm quite a physical person. I like to move around and do things. I'm quite kinesthetic. I like to use my body for things. And most people out there, in the average population, generally, you're more inclined towards kinesthetic learning, for example, like learning by doing things, because it's engaging more of your sensory experiences. So by taking your mind for a walk and just walking it out. You're able to think it through. So what I would do is put on some classical music or an audio book. I was listening to Conversations with God at the time, and I just walk, and I just focus on walk it all out. Keep walking until I literally just feel tired, and then I turn around and walk home again. So if you imagine if you had a really excited young puppy that you've just brought home, and it's running around and yapping around, and your mind is like that it's making so much noise, there's so much chatter, and if you're trying to just tone it down a little bit and quieten those doubts or those fears, things that you might be worrying about, a really easy way that, if you're not into meditating yet, that you can utilize is just take that little puppy, that little mind that's acting like a puppy or a monkey, for a walk. You know, parents do this all the time with their kids. Take them to Wacky Warehouse or somewhere where they can just expunge all of their energy, that they could just release it all and express it. And once they've released it all, you come to this place where you're really calm and focused. So try that out. Simple idea. Take your mind for a walk, just like a dog. Let me know how that works out for you. And I got a question as well, so I want to hear from you. I want to keep this conversation going, and tell me in the comments below, what's your biggest frustration right now? What's the one thing that's happening in life that you're putting up with?